Hi all, my name is Sarah Miles.
And my name is Kirsty Fogarty. We are both the information and support workers here at Dursbury.
My name's Liz and I'm the teen parent support worker here at Dursbury.
So I'd like to welcome you all today to our mindfulness workshop. So I'm going to go through what you can expect today. First of all, we're going to start off talking about the benefits of meditation. We're then going to go into what you do before you settle into a meditation. We're going to play a short video of guided meditation. We will then go into affirmations and talk about how to be present in the here and now. We're going to finish then with another 5-minute meditation.
Thanks for that, Kirsty. So before we show you the video on meditation, I'm going to talk about the benefits of meditation. So meditation can reduce stress. It can also increase your focus. It can also reduce pain. And if you're feeling anxious, it can reduce your anxiety. Also, meditation is a great way to increase your creativity. It's also a good way to increase productivity and increase your compassion. It also increases your memory. And lastly, it also reduces depression.
Thank you, Sarah. So before we start with the mindfulness video, make sure you're seated comfortably. Make sure you're free from distraction. Remember, don't feel self-conscious. We are all here to get the most from this experience.
This meditation is normally done in a sitting position, either on the floor or a chair. And it begins by sensing into the support you have from the chair or the cushion, and paying attention to the actual sensations of contact. Finding a position of stability, upper body balanced over your hips and shoulders in a comfortable but alert posture. Hands on your lap or your knees, arms hanging by their own weight like heavy curtains, stable and relaxed. And actually sensing into your body, inhabiting the body, feeling your feet on the floor, legs, hips, lower and upper body, arms, shoulders, neck and head. And when you're ready, allowing your eyes to close and bringing your awareness to the physical sensations of the breath. Perhaps the air passing through the nostrils on the inhale and out on the exhale. Maybe you feel it a little bit more in your chest, rising with the inhale, falling with the exhale. Or maybe a little bit lower in the belly, rising with the inhale and falling with the exhale. Not trying to change the breath. The body knows how to breathe. And allowing the body to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, whole in this very moment, with your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. And as you sit here, letting an image form in your mind's eye of the most incredible or beautiful mountain you know, or have seen or can imagine. Letting it gradually come into greater focus. Noticing how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful, whether from afar or up close. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top, and trees reaching down to the base or rugged granite sides. There may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak or a series of peaks, with meadows and high lakes. observing it, noting its qualities. And when you feel ready, seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body sitting here, so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. So that as you sit here, you share in the massiveness and stillness and the majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in the sitting posture, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body and affording a panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms the side of the mountain. Your legs the solid base, rooted to the cushion or the chair. Experiencing in your body a sense of uplift and deep from your pelvis and spine. And with each breath, as you continue sitting, become a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness. Completely what you are, beyond words and thought. A centered, grounded, unmoving presence. As you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colours are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness. And the surface teems with life and activity. Streams, melting snow, waterfalls, plants and wildlife. And through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day. In summer there is no snow on the mountain, except for the very peaks or in the cracks shielded from direct sunlight. In the autumn, the mountain may wear a brilliant fire colour. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy or rainy or foggy or dark. But none of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go, tourists may like it or not. The beauty of the mountain are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not, seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, hot or cold, day or night. It just sits being itself. At times visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude, but through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes, trees leaf out, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes, birds sing in the trees once again, and streams overflow with the waters of melting snow. But through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self. And in the same way as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives, over seconds, over hours, over years. And during these times of uncertainty, we can use this visualization of the mountain to remain grounded. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly changing nature of mind and body, and of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of colour, and our moments of darkness. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength and stability and adopt them for our own. We can use its energies to support our energy, to encounter each moment with mindfulness and clarity. Mountains have this to teach us, and so much more if we can let it.
So we hope you all enjoyed that meditation video. Kirsty is now going to talk about affirmations and the power of affirmations.
So I'm going to chat to you about the benefits of affirmations. Positive affirmations are very powerful because they release you from negativity, fear, worry, and anxiety. When these affirmations are repeated over and over again, they begin to take charge of your thoughts, slowly changing your pattern of thinking and ultimately changing your life. So I'm actually going to go through a few different examples of affirmations just in case people aren't too sure about what affirmations are. Obviously, as you go along, you can make up your own and decide what suits you for your situation. So a few affirmations that we thought were good are, I only exist right now. So that's to bring you into the present moment. I am calm. It's very simple, very short, but repeated, it can be very effective. I am free from constraints. My mind is calm. I will focus on what makes me happy. They are a few little ones. Obviously, you can make up your own ones to what suits you. But as I said, as they are repeated and repeated, they can help change your thought process.
So thank you, Kirsty, for talking about the affirmations. We're now going to move on to talking about how to be present in the here and now. And we're all going to share different steps on how you can be present in the here and now. I'm going to start off with step 1, and it's all about daily gratitude. So the first 5 to 10 minutes of your day should be devoted to daily gratitude. This involves writing down what you're grateful for. Even if you feel like you have nothing to be grateful for, find something to be grateful for. Spend the time to write it out, no matter how big or small it is. But this must be done on paper or in some digital format. You can't just think it in your mind. It has to be done an act that you perform every single day. So now Liz is going to speak to us about step 2 and how to be present in the here and now.
Thank you, Sarah. So step 2 on how to be present is physical activity. These activities can be 5 minutes, 30 minutes or an hour per day, but it is important that you do block off some time for these activities to become habits. Such activities could be yoga, could be going for a walk, could be cycling, or could be gardening. These don't have to be highly strenuous activities. There just has to be something that gets your mind off the current events. In fact, the more you set your mind to the activities, the more likely you'll do them. Habits are built up slowly over time, so don't worry if it doesn't happen on the first go. And now I'll hand you over to Kirsty for step 3.
So now I'm going to chat to you about how to be present in the here and now. This is step 3. So this comes under limiting your distractions. So if you can commit yourself to limiting your distractions during a specific block of time, you could even just pick one small amount of time. It could be 15 minutes, could be an hour. And if you can turn off everything, your phone, your telly, internet, and just free yourself from distractions. If you could find something to read that will inspire you or motivate you, or simply spend it with someone you love. You could also use this time to practice meditations, or even just to put on some music and just relax and just stay with yourself. So now I'm going to hand you over to Sarah, who's going to go through step 4 on how to be present.
Thanks, Kirsty. So now I'm going to talk about step 4 on how to be present in the here and now. So step 4 is about finding a way to give. Find a way every day to give something to someone in need. It doesn't matter how big or small, and it doesn't have to involve money either. Our most precious asset is our time. Not a single person on earth has more time than the other. It's the greatest equalizer. Giving your time to someone else in need is one of the best things you can possibly do. But this doesn't necessarily have to be a tremendous commitment.
Thank you, Sarah. So step 5 is the final step in how to be present in the here and now, which is to find beauty in something. Find the beauty in something, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Take a second and a walk and listen to the birds chirping or literally smell the flowers. It's the little things in life that will allow us to be happier and be more present. So now we're going to follow it up with a closing mindfulness video to help you relax after this session.
This meditation is done in a lying or reclining position and begins by paying attention to the actual sensations of contact and support as you lie here. Noticing where your body is making contact, how your weight is distributed on the floor, bed or recliner, and actually sensing into your body. Feeling your feet, your legs, hips, lower and upper body, arms, your shoulders and your head, and even your jaw. And when you're ready, bringing awareness to breath, the actual physical sensations, feeling each breath as it comes in and it goes out. No need to change the breath. The body knows exactly how to breathe. Just noticing the breath. Allowing it to flow easily, naturally, with its own rhythm and pace. Knowing you are breathing perfectly well right now. Nothing for you to do. Allowing a sense of being complete. Whole in this very moment. Just letting your breath be your breath. And as you rest here, letting an image form in your mind's eye of a lake. A body of water, large or small, held in a receptive basin by the earth itself. And noting in the mind's eye and your own heart that water likes to pool in low places. It seeks its own level. It asks to be held, contained. Letting this image gradually come into greater focus. Even if it doesn't come as a visual image, allowing the sense of this lake and feeling its presence. The lake may be deep, shallow, blue, green, muddy, clear. With no wind, the surface will be flat, mirror-like, reflecting trees, rocks, skies and clouds, and holding everything in itself. Wind may come and stir up waves, causing the reflections to distort and disappear, but then sunlight may sparkle in the ripples and dance on the waves in a play of shimmering diamonds. When night comes, it's the moon's turn to dance on the lake. When the surface is still, to be reflected in it along with the outline of trees and shadows. In winter, the lake may freeze over, yet be teeming with movement and life below. And as you rest here breathing, as you establish the image of a lake in your mind's eye, allowing yourself when you feel ready to bring the lake inside yourself completely, so that your being merges with the lake, becomes one with it, so that all your energies in this moment are held in awareness with openness and compassion for yourself, in the same way as the lake's waters are held by the receptive and accepting basin of the earth. Breathing as the lake, feeling its body as your body, allowing your mind and your heart to be open and receptive moment by moment, to reflect whatever comes near, or to be clear all the way to the bottom. Experiencing moments of complete stillness, when both reflection and water are completely clear. Other moments perhaps when the surface is disturbed, choppy, stirred up, reflections and depth lost for the moment. And through it all, as you lie here, simply observing the play of the various energies of your own mind and your own heart, the fleeting thoughts and feelings, impulses and reactions which come and go, as ripples and waves, noting their effects. In contact with them, just as you're in contact with and feel the various changing energies that play on the lake, the wind, the waves, the light, the shadows and the reflection, the colours and the smells. Noticing the effect on your thoughts and feelings. Do they disturb the surface and clarity of the mind's lake? Do they muddy the waters? Is that okay with you? Isn't having a rippling or wavy surface part of being a lake? Might it be possible to identify not only with the surface of your lake, but with the entire body of water, so that you become the stillness below as well? And in the same way in your meditation practice and in your daily life, can you be in touch not only with the changing content and intensity of your thoughts and feelings, but also with the vast, unwavering reservoir of awareness itself, residing below the surface of your mind? The lake can teach this. Remind us of the lake within ourselves. And using these last few moments to just connect back in with yourself and your breath. Your breath is always here to anchor you, no matter how choppy the surface of your lake gets. Connecting back in with this breath and with this body. Feeling the contact of the body on the floor, the chair, or the bed.
So we hope you've enjoyed that meditation, and I'd just like to say thank you all for taking part today in our mindfulness workshop, and we also hope that you enjoyed the workshop.
We hope that you got some benefit from it and maybe that you learned something new. If you have any other queries around the meditation or mindfulness, you can get in touch with us here at Jersey.
And thank you for taking the time to watch our video. It really means a lot.